You know what's funny? Being a watch collector, you have so many different phases of it, right? So when I first started collecting watches, I didn't consider being called an enthusiast. I didn't even consider myself a watch collector at the time. I just, I like watches. With the evolution of the internet, you hear different terms and you just adopt it, right? So I had an opportunity to meet a lot of people just by liking watches, right? In 2018, I went on my first cruise with Invicta guys and gals, the Invicta family. And from there I met so many different people, but I was subscribed to watching Evine at the time, but I think before that it was called ShopHQ. But I had the opportunity of a lifetime. Seeing I'm a fan of Invicta, I enjoyed watching the shows. I loved looking and seeing what these guys were doing, these guys and gals were doing on there. And I always said, man, it'd be dope if I was able to see it live, right? But guess what? I got to see the studio. So as you can see right here, this is a group of guys, a group of watch collectors, crazy fanatics, man, going into ShopHQ and then seeing how the magic happens. Let's see what happens next.
You got the camera needs to point at something to get a white balance so that everything will be normal. So it stands behind Ryan with the white screen, right? Because that's where he needs the color adjusted. Right. So like if I needed the color adjusted over here. Yeah. It's the same thing like with the camera and stuff like that.
It's my scarf. Yeah, scarf is coming up on your shirt. That's you're actually working it in. Just go like this.
It's off. It's off.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, these guys are actually getting ready for a show. He's going to. And here we go. Here.
And action!
Hercules. Some call him a man, some call him a god. The Romans claim him, the Greeks claim him. But I'll tell you what, one thing that we do know about Hercules, one of the most powerful humans and or gods known to man. And this watch is all of that and more. We launched the Hercules Invicta to the world exclusively 2 nights ago.
So for those that don't know, ShopHQ is actually Minnesota, right? And what else is in Minnesota that you know of? Mall of America, right? If you didn't know that, this mall is crazy big. Okay. I mean, they have roller coasters in here. There's so many stores. I don't even know how many stores there are in there. 4 levels to this thing. There's a comedy club, I believe, on the 4th level. But there's stores. There's guitar centers. There's everything. Like Prince has something there. Did y'all know Prince was from Minnesota? Minneapolis? 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 It's kind of hard. It kind of rhymes with Indianapolis. Minneapolis. Y'all know what I'm saying. But then the crazy part is, I've always said this. I just had this slogan, man, for a long time, right? And it's really not a slogan. It's the truth. It all started with a watch, because I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for a watch, right? And we'll get into this in a little bit. But crazy. This is crazy. So you have individuals that live in different areas, that are different ages, different backgrounds, and we all intersect because we subscribe to a particular watch or a watch brand. As you can see here, I mean, these got guys just having fun, talking, camaraderie, the whole 9, right? There's no arguing, there's no fussing, it's just a bunch of just enjoyment. I'm talking about, weekend was crazy, right? But then for me, how many, let me ask you this. How many of you guys are Prince fans? I had the opportunity, not just me, but a bunch of us, had the opportunity of traveling over to Paisley Park. And let me just say this. Hands down. I mean, hands down. Now, I've been to the Super Bowl before when it came to Indianapolis. That was a hair-raising experience. But this... Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you this experience was unlike anything else I've ever experienced in my entire life, I'm telling you, and I'm not even gonna say I'm like the biggest Prince fan. I enjoy his music. I love what he's done, what he's accomplished. I like his album. I like his music, right? And I'm gonna tell you this: if you just this much, I mean that much of a Prince fan, you have to go to Paisley Park. You have to. It's non-negotiable. This thing is an experience, to say the least. To say the very least. And, man, just check this out.
Soundstage. Obviously, it's a lot smaller. The Prince loved the intimacy of smaller spaces. He loved playing for 100 people. Lucky enough to have this morning.
I literally walked through this. It was an hour and a half of walking through and seeing the different studios and seeing where that Dave Chappelle skit when he was talking about them playing basketball and Prince fixing the pancakes. I thought that was just a skit and something, you know what I'm saying? But that actually happened, man. And oh my gosh, it's crazy, man. So we did that. It's back to the watches, right? I had the opportunity of looking at, seeing a few watches. You see this right here, man. Just a case full of watches. That's just a small batch of all of the watches that we got to experience. And looking through Invicta's archives through the eyes of another collector, right? Through the infamous Invicta Ryan. And it's crazy seeing him on Home Shopping Network and then actually, you know, just kicking it with him and getting, you know, picking his brain, asking questions. And then, you know, like I met Jim Fick, man, amazing. Like, these people, though we see them through the screen, when you talk to these people and meeting the producers and talking to, you know, certain staffs and seeing how they interacting with each other, man, it takes it to a different level, man. And it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. I had a great time. Looked at a lot of stuff. If you've never been to Minnesota, it's nice. That's all I can tell you. It's nice, man. The lakes and everything like that, man. It's a beautiful thing. But I lived out one of my dreams I always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like me and Godfather clowning. And for those that don't know, Godfather's name is actually Glenn, but we just call him Godfather. Long story. Not really. He has to tell it. But for now, just know as you collect, yes, it's cool. It's cool. Whatever watch you subscribe to, hey, enjoy that thing, man. If you can afford it, enjoy it, man. But whether you look at this as a journey or not, or whatever the case is, I'm telling you, just subscribing to whatever watch company that you like will intersect you with other people, man. And you never know where this journey will take you. Well, this lifestyle. Let's just call it a lifestyle. You'll never know where this lifestyle will take you. So, with that, on the very next episode, we'll be talking about this watch. And if you want to know more about, if you want to see a little more of the Prince experience, follow me on TikTok, because I'm in Denny's right now. I can't turn up like I want to, man. I got to do this from the crib, so you have to follow that, man. And then, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, until the next lightning strike, y'all be blessed. So, Godfather, we are here on the Invicta set, right? You know what I'm saying? This is sort of different, don't you think? You know?
Definitely. You know, I figured right now, you know, you and I, we're going to go ahead and, you know, be rehearsing,
Right,
you know, for the show and stuff like that. Yeah, we're going to give, you know, Ryan and Jen a little break, you know, on the next show. So at least give them, you know, an hour break. You know, we're gonna take over here. We're going to show the public what's out there, what's new and innovative and stuff like that. And we're going to keep everybody laughing and having fun.
Exactly. So, in other words, we're about to do power play, right?
We're about to do power play.
Yes. Invicta power play. Trap Vision, Godfather. Let's get it.